Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Free Knowledge with Abhishek Anand, and try to subscribe it, spread it as much as you can. If you find this video very nice, if you have learned what I am trying to imply, and today in this video we will be learning about integers, which is one of the most important basic topics of mathematics. So in this video, what we will be covering, or what we will be trying to understand, or by the end of the video what you will be aware of, the first one is knowing about the number line. The second one says, point of this whole video is trying to understand what numbers are integers. And the third one, I'll be giving you 4 to 5 numbers, and you have to determine which is the smallest and which is the largest. So these are my aims of my video. So we'll try to keep the videos short so that it doesn't get boring for you, and most of the videos will be around 15 to 20 minutes. If you give your 15 to 20 minutes very attentively, maybe possible that you would understand everything and without any hesitation, or maybe you don't need to even ask your doubts. So just keep concentrating. So let us try to understand the number line first. So my first point is number line. So this is the number line. Okay, it's a line actually which can represent the entire numbers of the world. So in the middle it is 0, in the right hand side it is plus infinity, in the left hand side it is minus infinity. Infinity is such a number which cannot be counted. So the number line is very huge in shape, but here we will, just for trying to understand, we have made the number line very small. So and there comes a section which is on the right hand side of the 0. So this will be known as right hand side section, and this will be known as a left hand side section. Now what lies on the right hand side section is the number with the positive integers. And so on, it will keep repeating. And on the left hand side you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. It will keep going on. So what I'm trying to imply here is, the more we move right, the number keeps getting bigger. The more we try to move left, the number keeps getting smaller. Okay, here it keeps getting bigger, here it keeps getting smaller. So if I ask you between these two numbers which is bigger, 0 is bigger than -1. Okay, because it falls onto the right hand side of -1. So the simple theory says, write the theory: more right, bigger the number; more left, smaller the number. Okay, now you got the entire thing about which one will be bigger or which one will be smaller. But let us understand, which is very important thing here. What you may ask, sir, this is 0, this is 1, what is in between this one? What is in between this one? So we have between this one is something called something called fraction. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. In the similar fashion it will keep happening, and last one will be 0.9 before it turns out to be 1. So let us understand what is there between 0 and 1. So 0 is 0.00000, then comes 0.1, then comes 0.1, which is nothing but 1 by 10, then comes 0.2, which is nothing but 2 by 10. So these are known as fractions, and we will be discussing about them in detail in another video. Right now we are just focusing on the integers. 1, 2, 3, these are integers. So 0.3 becomes 3 by 10. In the similar fashion, if you keep doing, 0.9 becomes 9 by 10. Very nice. And 1 can be written as 10 by 10. Very good. So if you see, this is a proper fraction and that becomes 1. This is a fraction, and hence you can see now what can 1 be written in the decimal system. 1 can be written in the decimal system as 1.0000000 up to infinity, but this will be called as integer. But if you write like 1.0000000 and in the last it comes 1, okay, here is the catch. This is not an integer. Or 1.01 is not an integer. So my second definition of integer is, if any number 2, 3, 4, and that can be represented as in the decimal system as 2.00000, then it's an integer. 3.00000 up till infinity, this is integer. Then 4.0000000, it doesn't matter how many zeros I give, this is an integer. The only point is what is not an integer. I will tell you what is not an integer. That any number after decimal, if there is any other digit other than 0, 5.002, that means this is not an integer. So in the decimal part and in the fractions part, we will be trying to understand it in detail. For the time being, we'll just concentrate on whatever the number that is present on the number line. So hence integer can be further subdivided into three class. First one is negative integer. What is negative integer? Okay, let us go back to the number line system. All these numbers onto the left of the 0 is negative integers. Okay, now second is 0. 0 is, remember, 0 is neither negative neither positive, not positive. So it is nothing. 0 is an absolute, has got an absolute self identity. It is neither negative nor positive. And the third one is the positive integer. Okay, positive integer is what? All the integers onto the right hand side of the number line is called positive integer. Okay, so let us go back to the aim of the video. Every video of mine will be having some aim, trying to make you understand about something. So first one is covered. What is a number line? It's a line which covers all the numbers of the world. Okay, trying to understand what numbers are integers. So you can see what numbers are integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are integers. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are negative integers, and 0 is also an integer. whichever comes in between 0 to 1, in between 0 to 1 are not integers, okay. Only 1 2 3 4 5 6 are integers. Now the third one of the third aim is, if I give you 4 to 5 numbers, whether you can determine it is the smallest or largest or not. Okay, let us understand by an example. So you have, let us understand by an example. Example number 1, you have been given -5, -3, -2, 4 and 6. You have to determine which is the smallest number and which is the largest number. So in your head, try to make a number line. In your head, try to make a number line and try to map this number line. So in my head it is 0. Somewhere here it will be -5, somewhere here it will be -3, somewhere here it will be -2, it will be, and here it is 4 and here it is 6. So now arrange the number from the smaller to the greater. So -5 lies onto the left hand side, then comes on the right -3, -2, 4 and 6. Now you can see 5 is the smallest one. Why? Because it is on the most left hand side. On the most right hand side, whichever the number will be, that will be the largest one. Hence, if anybody gives you any number, like let us take a second example, 14, 16, -1, 7 and -7. Arrange this on the number line. So what you will do, you will make a number line. Try to do it on yourself, pause the video, try to do it on yourself. If you can figure out, that's great. If you cannot, I'll show you. 0, 0, then comes -1 somewhere here, then comes -7 somewhere here, and then comes 14, 7, 14, and somewhere here it will be 16. Okay, so what is the smaller? -7, -1. Just, arrange this from the left hand side to right hand side. Simple. -1, then you have 7, then you have 14, and then you have 16. So you can see 16 is the largest one and -7 is the smallest one. Hence, for any given number or any given numbers, you can actually map them on another number line, and then you can figure out which is the smallest one and which is the largest one. Thank you so much. If you understood something from this video about integers, that will help you in the further understanding of the integers when we will be doing the operations. Thank you so much for liking this video. If you like the content, you can actually hit the like button and you can actually subscribe it so that you can be updated about the upcoming videos. And do not try to keep it with yourself. If you like the video, spread it among your friends so that maximum number of people can understand from this reference of this video. Thank you so much.